Hello everyone and welcome to Tomb Raider 4. We are going to be starting her fourth adventure. It is going to be quite a lot different from the rest because there are a lot that we can do, and we are going to have to... This is actually a pretty long game of the classics. I believe there's 35 levels. There's a lot. And you have to retrace a few times. So this one's going to be a long one. I will say, full disclaimer, I have not played this one as much as I have the first three. So my memory of these is going to be a lot more hazy. Thankfully, the first couple levels are quite simple. Like with 3, I'm going to have to put the cutscenes that are meant to be in here in a different way, because even though I'm using Tomb 4 main, the cutscenes still look really weird. So I'm going to have to try and use the ones from Goldfish Gamer, because he has them in HD. So I will be using those, and I will be giving credit and a link in the description for those. Okay, so let's go ahead and start.
And so, we breach the sanctum of the ancients, the first footfalls in this tomb for centuries.
This place gives me the creeps. After you.
Okay, so yes, we are actually... This is young Laura. This is back before she entered her prime. And this is going to be her mentor, Werner von Croy.
Careful, all is not as it seems. Concealed traps and pitfalls await the unwary. You must stay close and follow my instruction.
We're not going to be doing that entirely, because we need these. These gold skulls are going to be your secrets. For this level, at least. The rest of them are going to be more akin to like Tomb Raider 1, Tomb Raider 3 style secrets. So they're going to be in a room, and then you can just get the items that are considered the secret. But it's considered part of the room.
Good men have died for the information contained herein, and cruel men have bartered the information for their own ends. For this we must respect it. We will not deviate from its route, and you will not deviate from my instruction. This way.
Okay, we're going to be interrupted a lot in this level because of this. Because there is no Laura's home, this is your training levels. And it makes sense, considering that she is the young Laura, and that is her mentor. I believe it really highly fits this. So this and the next level are both going to be training.
The first obstacle, a small hop to test your, how do you say, pluck. Press and hold, walk. Now, push forward.
Very, very bad placement. Unfortunately, stuff can be blocked. Didn't intend to do that. But she's just staying there, so it's fine. Okay, so we're going to go down here first, because this is going to be the second skull. Make sure you get this. Okay, back up, and then we're going to have to hear his speech again.
Come, come, child. Do not fear. This is merely an appetizer for the perils ahead. Push forward and jump together.
Okay, so there's going to be a wild boar, but you're going to have to let Werner do a lot of the work, because you don't have your guns yet. She is young Laura, after all.
Patience, child. Disrespect is a route to carelessness. Our route lays beyond the stream.
we are not going to do this yet. If you go over near there, it's going to start the jumping tutorial. We don't want to do that yet, because down here is going to be your third skull. Okay, so now we can do it. You definitely don't want to miss these. As far as I'm aware, this is the only level of this Tomb Raider 2 style secret.
This gap is wider, and the edges treacherous. First walk to the edge, then press forward and jump together. When you are in mid-air, press and hold action. You will grab the outcrop.
I did not need to do that. Thought I had to press it in. But yeah, this is going to be teaching you jumping. They have to include the training somewhere for people that are going, which I wouldn't recommend this order, but if you were to happen to stumble upon this and this is your first one, that you have some way to know what you're doing.
Ah, the pace is quickening now, yeah? One more crossing, child. Or do you wish to stop for tea?
Oh, I think I can just about hold it together. Wouldn't want to spill it on your nice suit, at any rate.
Oh, I love her.
This one calls for a run-up. I will go first.
No, I'm going to beat you there. What are you doing? I have no idea what's happening there, but he will teleport over here for some reason.
A useful crack, rendered by the hand of time, invisible to the untrained eye.
You're a regular superhero, Werner.
Ah yes, the Superman. There's enough comedy. Run to the wall. Now press forward and hold action to grab on. Now press right to shimmy across.
Yeah, this is going to teach the shimming, which you're going to have to do quite a lot of. I'm trying to think ahead of like what the levels are going to entail for some of them. I know the beginning ones
Now
up to a certain
press
number.
forward. Climb up.
It's just like after a certain number is when it really starts getting hazy. Because I know like the first 13, at least.
This is a high fall. You should lower yourself down to be safe. Turn around to face away from the door. Now press back and hold action. Let go of action to fall to the floor.
So yeah, this is going to teach hanging off of a ledge, which you also will have to do.
Your chance to earn your keep, Fräulein. The mechanism to activate the bridge lies at the other side of the stream. These rivers cascade through chambers and caverns deep below these prehistoric foothills. As a consequence...
Freezing, I guessed. The old gout playing up again, Werner?
Okay, so we are going to go down here because he's going to tell you that we can't get across here because we need that bridge put down.
In deep pools, you can swim by pressing jump. Use the directions to navigate through the water. There may be artifacts, trinkets at the bed.
So yes, we are going to go down here. And in this section is going to be the fourth golden skull. We also need to go over here because this is going to be some items we can use, which we're going to need. A large meta pack and a small. You're going to want to get as many of these as you can. Okay. Now we're going to go on this side. Although we're going to get a speech from him.
Your average priceless seaweed.
No prizes for you this time, Lara. Ah well, use forward and left and right to move across the surface until you reach the shore. Then press action to climb out. Look for a lever or pressure pad. There must be one close by. When you find it, use action to activate it.
There's going to be a lot of that style lever. A lot of them. So he's going to have to open this door because we can't.
You will catch your death in those clothes, my dear. A quick sprint up that ladder will dry you out again.
Such concern. I never knew you cared.
Dear Lara, you are a valuable asset to the quest.
You are romantic, you.
Yes, quite.
I love her.
Walk up to the ladder. Now press and hold action to climb up onto it. Keep this button pressed and use forward to climb to the top.
Yeah, I was going to say, I love her. She has never lost her sass and her snark. I love it.
There will be another lever up there. Pull it, then get back down here quickly. The quest is nearly at an end.
Over here, and this is going to, up here, teach monkey bars.
Swiftly across the vines now. Now press forward to swing across. Don't let go of action, or you will again be for the plunge.
Yeah, and he is right. I'm sure people that are watching this are not going to be new, necessarily, but I'm trying to remain as spoiler-free and everything as much as I possibly can. Like I had with the other games, I'm trying to do it in a way of people that have played it before, but without being spoilery for people that haven't done it before. Just in case. Okay. So like before, there's going to be a couple of different wild boars, and you can't do anything about them because you have no guns yet. So we're going to have to just try and hurry over here. Over here is going to be another golden skull. We are going to go in this area, and this area will also have a golden skull. It's going to have it on the right side. You want to be careful here because there are going to be a couple areas that can have spikes. Right here is going to be another golden skull. I believe this one's number 6. Is it? 6, yes. Okay. So yeah, like that adventurer, definitely try to avoid the spikes.
There is no mention of this in the texts. I fear this must be opened internally. We must enter through the grate and be wary of snares.
I presume by we, you refer to me.
Yeah. My heavier frame may activate traps. You will pass unnoticed.
How convenient.
Yeah, very convenient. Okay.
Stand facing the grate. Now, press and hold the crouch button. Push forward to crawl into the gap. Be alert.
Yeah, gonna be doing a lot of this too. A lot of crawling. Okay, so don't go right yet, go left. Because this is going to be golden skull number 7. Okay, now we're gonna go back, and we're gonna go the right path this time. And I have got some stuff to say about this. so I'm going to pause here while I say this, because I've got some stuff to say about this. First off, I'm just going to say, if you have been curious as to how she actually got her backpack, this is how. Do not let the official fool you. She was not given it by her parents. It was not a hand-me-down. She got it herself. She picked it off the skeleton for herself. It is so annoying, even the official account, trying to say this was like a hand-me-down from, I don't remember if it was either her father or her mother, handed it down to her as like a passing down of the thing, of her, her exploring. She became an explorer on her own from being pretty much kicked out of her family for not wanting to be like a noble or a another word for it. But yeah, don't let them fool you. She got this for herself. She pulled it off herself. Okay, so we're going to pull this switch, and this will open the door that he's in front of. But I had to mention that because the amount of disrespect that I've ever seen for the lore of her is unreal, and I won't put up with it. Classic lore deserves the respect that she deserves, so give it to her.
Ah, a backpack. Let us hope it does not open. Now it begins. The eyes of the ancients are upon us, and their vengeance is wrathful. We must move quickly. When running, press and hold sprint to gain extra speed.
Okay, so you're going to see here that I did in fact do this level before, because I did. And I went back and I realized that there was no audio, because I did not add the audio source. So I'm doing it again. I actually recorded the whole thing and the whole thing in level 2. Okay. So across here.
Dive through the gap. Dive through the gap. Press jump to perform a diving roll.
Okay, do not go the left path. Do not. Not until you got this last skull. Okay, so here is going to be 8 of 8. Right behind this railing. Okay, so now we are free to go up here. I didn't mean to skip that. I stepped in the wrong space and it triggered the next thing.
So you found the Garden of the Five Towers. Well done, my child. To the right, the path of the heretical. To the left is the route of the virtuous.
I'm up for a little heresy.
So yes, this is going to split into 2 different paths. They're both very similar, so it doesn't necessarily matter, but that path is going to be if you didn't get all the skulls. If you did, we're going to be going this way. They're really not all that different. They're like pretty much the same thing. If there's any
now
like...
it becomes interesting, yeah? You see now, it is not for the weak of heart. How do you hold up, girl?
Oh, I think I could get used to this.
She's so cool. I love her. I won't say that a lot, but I do. What I was trying to say was, if you notice any true differences between the 2 paths, you can let me know. I don't think that there is any. I think it's like pretty much the same. The only thing I can think of would be maybe that there's like water in this other path down here. I don't think so. I think it's like pretty much the same.
Push forward. Now press and hold action. When you are hanging from the ledge, hold down crawl to squeeze into the gap.
Yeah, this is going to teach non-ground crawl spaces. There's going to be quite a few of these too. Some may contain secrets, some may just be to progress to the next area, but you're going to have to make sure you know how to do these. They're not too difficult. This part is the more annoying part.
Swing across to the alcove. Jump from the ledge, then hold down action to grab the vine. To release, let go of action.
Okay, this rope in particular is not too bad, but people that have played this game before know exactly how much fun these ropes can be. They are a huge pain, but it has to be done. Some of these levels are going to be very intricate with their ropes, so we'll have to see. Okay, so this is actually going to be the end of the level. But this game does not have end screens, so I'm going to have to like get a gist of where the level ends, if I don't remember, so I can actually do my normal thing. So, like before, this is Angkor Wat, and this is pretty interesting for a training level. I do like it. It's not the most interesting level per se, but it gives you an insight into how Laura was before she became the Tomb Raider. So I think it's quite nice because of that reason. If you like what you see here, please do consider subscribing. I'm trying to go my platform as big as I can. If you want to support the content, you can like, share, and comment. It does help me immensely, especially where I'm doing retro content. It's very niche and anything will help. Anything to push the algorithm, so liking, commenting, and sharing all help immensely. If you want to have updates with content, whether that be days being moved, times being moved, or streams being moved, you can find that on my Twitter, which is @Kyrion_. I do stream each week, and you can find that on kick.com/etherealmalice. I'm probably going to wind up doing Shining Force 2 next. I don't really have anything else planned because it's difficult to figure out what to do because I'm trying to, because there's certain games that I want to do for the channel in particular. There's some games that I feel like I'll probably do on a stream, but I don't know how to differentiate them yet. So I'm probably just going to wind up doing Shining Force 2 because I know for a fact I was going to have that one be a stream. So, probably going to be doing that, and I usually stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but if I happen to change the days or change the times, I will let you know. Timing, I don't really have a set time I stream, which probably is not the best idea, but I don't want to like have a thing of where I say I'm going to stream at a certain time. If I don't, then it's disappointing. So I just have like the day down, but the timing is not always the same, which is kind of unfortunate, but life's crazy, is what I'll say. Okay, I was going to add this once I started doing it in my streams, but I couldn't because it would be a bit awkward to put at the end, because the outros would not stay the same cohesively throughout the whole game. But since I'm starting a new one, I'm going to go ahead and start doing this now. So from now on, this will be a regular part of the outro. So if no one has told you this, you are loved, you are valued, and you are appreciated. And I will see you back here for the next level, which will be Race for the Iris. So I will see you then.